Hey everyone, I stream at twitch.tv/jaspieer. Hello everybody, welcome back to Elden Ring. In today's video, I'm going to be showing everyone the build that I used to beat Malenia, whatever her name is. That the swordswoman that is giving lots and lots of people lots of trouble. I'm going to preface this by saying that this is not an honorable build by any mean. This is just, to get it done, right? This is nothing to do about like, well, I used a big one-handed weapon and beat her, with my eyes closed or whatever. No, this is nothing to do with, like, well, this is how you can do it. No, this is like, you want to get it done, and you want, be that cheese it or not, this is what I used. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, the weapons you want to use is anything with bleed. Anything that has high bleed up, build up, bleed up. Why do I always say that? Anything that has high blood loss, build up. So Bloodhound's Fang, though I do recommend something faster like a katana, because it does a flat amount of damage and she's weak against katanas, or against bleed. So definitely want to have two of them. You don't have to use both of them while you're fighting. You can just swap to one if it's better. I use the Moon Veil as my weapon here. It does a lot of good damage. It has range because of its two special abilities. So I definitely recommend that. I have two like this just so when I spawn the Mimic tier. Yes, we are using Mimic tier. It's not, obviously it's not required or anything like that, but it makes the fight so much easier because there's times when you're about to die and the Mimic takes aggro and you can heal up, you can, do really whatever. So it's very helpful to have that, especially if you can level up to like +8, +9, +10. It is super helpful to have in the fight, but it's nice to have these two katanas, because it will start stacking bleed, and that does a flat amount of damage. So even if the Mimic doesn't do that a lot of damage, if it procs that bleed attack, it will do that flat amount of damage and do a crap ton of damage to her. So yeah, it's really important to have bleed weapons specifically for your Mimic tier, and then you can swap off to really whatever you want to use after you summon the Mimic, or you can continue using another bleed weapon to stack that bleed even higher. So though in terms of weapons, that's what I used. I used bleed weapons. You can also use magic and this glintstone ice crag. It'd be good to also stack freeze on her. What's it called? The Moonlight Greatsword also has frost buildup. So anything with frost buildup would be good as well, because she may not be weak to that, but it also does another flat amount of damage. So in terms of armor, you want to use anything that has really high poise and like just protection in general. The veteran set is pretty good. This set you can, I'm pretty sure it's obtainable from the lady that gives you remembrance. You can just go and buy the armor. Another good set is Redan's stuff. Would be pretty good. The bull goat as well, though this is much heavier, so if you have more endurance, that's good as well. In terms of actually, we'll do stats first. My stats aren't exactly what they were. I had what I believe was 55. Yeah, right, 55 vigor. I had 25 mind. Endurance was up at 35. Strength was the same. My dex and faith were I think just 10 lower each. But so about 45 in both dex and intellect. Once again, you can change that based on if you're not using like the magic katanas, you can just go full dex, get that up to like 60, because that's when it starts getting diminishing returns. And actually, this is about a different video, but a small correction. Intelligence actually scales up to 80, not 60. I said 60 in a previous video because that's what it was in previous Dark Souls games. So it actually goes up to 80 for scaling. So that's helpful to know as well, especially with the Moon Veil, because it scales with Dex and Intellect. So if you're using that, higher Intellect would help as well. In terms of talismans here, so these are a bit... you can be a bit flexible with these. You actually don't even need like one of them, because I instead of this bull goat talisman I was using, I accidentally was using the golden scarab like through the entire fight, right? and still beat her. But this one's really good because it raises poise. I mean, as you can see, it goes from 79 poise down there to 105. So it's if you notice you're getting staggered a lot during the fight, definitely put that on. It's super important to have. Another one is the Great Jar Arsenal, which vastly raises equipment load. You really only need this if you notice that you're fat rolling with all this armor and stuff on. If you're not doing that, you don't need that. I would swap this out for either something that gives you more health or something like the Winged Sword Insignia, which raises attack power with successive attacks, which is good for this boss because she staggers very easily. You can get her into a corner with your Mimic Tier and then just keep hitting her, and she'll stagger until she like jumps away. So that's good for more damage and obviously bleed. Another one to get is the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. This enormously boosts physical damage negation. So she does obviously physical damage. She doesn't have anything else besides Scarlet Rot in the second phase. So this is really good to have so you don't get one shot by most of her moves. This is like the upgraded version. You can also do the Dragon Crest Shield Talisman, which you can get as well. I have the +2 version here, but this is like an upgraded version. It's like the best version of the talisman. So those are the ones I used. The Bull Goat is from a cave over here somewhere, I believe. Where was it? It's in some sort of cave. I'll put it up on the screen in editing. I don't remember where it is off the top of my head. I'll put it up in editing. The Dragon Crest Talisman I'm using for the damage negation is found late into the game here. Like, so it's by the boss fight. If you go to the the drainage channel, whatever it's called, the drainage channel bonfire, and you make your way outside and follow the roots, eventually you'll get to a room that will have this Dragon Crest Talisman. You just gotta follow the roots and stuff. As for the Great Jar Arsenal Talisman, this one it took me a while, but it's right here. This is the big castle with the pot in front of it. If you make your way here, he'll be right here. You have to fight 3 NPC invaders and then talk to him again, and he'll drop the talisman. To get here, you have to make your way through, what is this? Sofra stuff. You just go past there's that little altar here. Just run past, you go into a cave here. Actually, nope, that's a lie. Sorry. You actually come down here. You go from here, you go past the bridge, and you just make your way all the way up here. That's a mistake. This is for something different. I'm sorry. But you just make your way, and it's just a straight shot. You do need a Stun Ward key for this. It's an elevator that will lead up here. Then once you get here, just walk all the way over here. There's some giants, but they're pretty easy to take down. And you just come here, and it will drop it for you. This one I didn't use. This one's good because it just raises your attributes. Increases your damage taken, but once again, like I say in most of my videos with this in it, it's by like 2 points. It doesn't even matter. So it's free, basically, to use. This one's good. You could use the Erdtree Favor. Green Turtle Talisman for more stamina is good. You can always use something else as well that you like, if you need something for stats or really whatever, more health, that type of thing. So those are the talisman I used. That's really it for the build. I just, once again, stacked poise and bleed. Maybe magic if you got a lot of magic, if you're running like a pure magic build. That's good too. Just, I mean, what you want to do for the mimic, because how it works is it will mimic what you have equipped when you summon it. So just equip the two bleed weapons, swap off of them if that's not what you use, and then either have a bleed thing, frost build up, magic, really whatever. But I'm going to show the fight now. This is my first clear of it, so I was pretty excited after I beat it. It is on mute. It is just the game audio until the end when I unmute my mic, because I was on stream and I was just like kind of just grinding to get it done. So yeah, I also have another video coming out eventually on my second character, which is a pure strength character. So I will be showing how to beat the boss with a pure strength character, because that is definitely the hardest way to do it, because magic or bleed like this is so much stronger, obviously. So yeah, this is definitely I'd say one of the easiest ways to beat this boss. Not saying it's like 100% easy, because it still took me a few tries, but it's definitely the easiest way to do this. There's no real cheesing this boss, unfortunately, for people who are like, well, I need a cheese method. It makes it way significantly easier, but it's not like a full-on cheese method where, you know, it's like, oh, I just one-shot the boss, lol. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know how the build works for you. Once again, just gonna go through all of it. This is what you need. Once again, I'll put up where the Bull Talisman is, as well as the exact location of this as well. Yeah, that's really it. Thank you for coming and watching, and enjoy the boss fight. Alright, hey everyone, this is the quick guide on how to get the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman here that enormously negates physical damage. So from the, what is it called, the Drainage Channel Bonfire, just walk out here and go along these routes all the way over here. It's a pretty linear path, you can't really miss it, but I thought to make a video just in case, or a quick little addition to this video. Go across here, keep going, keep going, keep going. Go all the way up here. Up onto this route. Up here, and then you want to fall through this. Here, make sure you hit the beams here. It's pretty easy, just fall down. Then, in this chest right here, guarded by all these tough enemies that do a lot of damage if you're not careful. Yeah, see? In that chest there will be, there will be the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. So yeah. Okay, and then for the Bull Goat Talisman, it's in this cave here, the Dragon Burrow Cave, right under the Minor Erd Tree, right by the fort here. You just want to make your way. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just make your way, hug the left side, like of the actual path. Just be careful of the bear, because he will like mess you up. Just keep going, heal up. And then right in this corner here will be the talisman. You don't even have to fight anything. It'll just be sitting here, or on this guy. I beat her. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.